You guys, they did not explain some things for me or in this YouTube because honestly, I don't know. I want to freak out sometimes because I'm not understanding what YouTube is doing. Maybe because I had no prior information or nobody warned me. Let's just call it that. But I think the worst thing that can ever happen to anyone in this life is to start something without a mentor, without having a mentor figure, without having, it doesn't have to be somebody that you've met physically, maybe a book, manuals, but you need people who have gone ahead of you in this thing to advise you. If not, you make a big mess of all your efforts. Man, you don't want to know what has been happening in these few periods, like um so I yeah, I'm not entirely new to YouTube because of course if you check my YouTube channel, you see that I started YouTube in 2014. That was when I had my Google account, my YouTube Google account. But making it like a channel, like taking it seriously, wasn't up until last year. I think that was in February last year when I decided to like take YouTube seriously and do something with it. Shout out to Samuel Dixon. He was the person who gave me my first tripod stand, and he encouraged me to start up something on YouTube, and I agreed, and that was what began the beautiful journey for me and YouTube. But I wasn't so consistent because I had a lot of factors playing and making sure that it wasn't easy for me at all. And first was I doubted myself, and if I had content enough. I doubted if I was even content worthy, or I had content enough to post on here. Would people watch it? So it was all of those self-doubts that kind of held me back as last year, and I wasn't so consistent. Then I entered into a period of like I went through a breakup that period too, so it was really messy for me emotionally, and I've always had the happy vibe, happy front, and it's easier for people to relate with, I think, happy than all moody and stuff. So, and I wanted my brand to be known as happy, cheerful, and stuff. That was one of the reasons why I wasn't around anymore on YouTube from last year up until when Seth. I know I came back, then ghosted again on YouTube. So basically, me taking YouTube really seriously is this year, and you guys, it has been a decision, like a daily decision, choosing to do this daily, and telling myself that it doesn't matter what it is right now, but you have to do something about it. Now, this particular video is not to like discourage any new YouTuber, but this is actually to help you, because I wish somebody said something like this to me. Maybe I would have had like a better understanding of what I was getting myself into. YouTube is a business. It's like every other niche, every other money making venture, and there's no way you want to succeed in a, will I say, in a more effective manner without having to lose an arm and a leg, if you don't have mentors, if you don't have people who are open to you, who show you the ropes in the business, who tell you things to look out for. If you have somebody like that in your life, you will, in any area of your life, let's say spiritually, you have a mentor, you will know how easy that part of your life gets, especially when you're faced with challenges. You know what to do, how to navigate. It's the same thing with YouTube. It's like, if you don't have anybody to look up to, anybody who has done this before and they're making it, they're successful, and they are telling you everything you need to know. They're not trying to cover up stuff. They're not trying to like make you see this thing. Like, they demystify it for you and let you see the things that you can do to help yourself. If you don't have that, you will struggle. Having to figure out stuff on your own, whatever it is, be it life, be it business, be it whatever it is that you're venturing into, you will need a mentor. In fact, if you do not have anybody who is actively mentoring you in any area of your life that you want to succeed, actively ask. In fact, ask God deliberately. Look for one. You need one. It will save you a lot of hassles. It would save you in the long run. You won't understand, but it makes life easier for you when there is somebody who tells you, so at so time, expect so thing to happen to you, but this is how to navigate and this is what else to do. If you don't have that, you figuring life on your own is a very hard thing to do. I don't want anybody to ever get there. So this is what I'll tell you. Find a mentor in that particular area of your life, in that particular niche that you want to start something in. Find a mentor, somebody who is succeeding, and follow the person actively. It doesn't matter if the person is not around, the person is not in the country or is not in close proximity with you. Find a way and stay close. If it's on social media, follow them actively, comment, let them even see you. They can even want to even take note of you and then be active, like ask you questions or take you personally. But even at that, if that is not even coming, just find somebody, actively look at the things that they do. I'm forever grateful to people like Layefa Beauty, but most importantly Lydia Stanley. I met Layefa through Lydia. So any other makeup influencer I know was through Lydia Stanley. In fact, Lydia Stanley was one person I watched and I said, you know what, I think I need to start this. It's not really that hard, and I am doing what I'm currently doing. And I don't just say because I've started. Whenever I turn on my notification bell for their posts, anytime they post anything, I'm amongst the first to watch. I always run there to watch. Why? Because every day they're improving. Especially with Lydia, for the two ladies, they're awesome. They're improving in the things that they are doing. They're finding new measures. They're bringing up new, easier ways to do stuff. You don't even need them to talk. You just need to observe and see what they're doing to be like, oh, okay, this is what this person is doing. This is how to go about it. This is what to do. It will save you. It will save you. Don't try to figure stuff on your own. No. Nothing in this world is worth figuring on your own, including relationship. I don't know how you're in a relationship and you don't have a mentor. I don't know where that idea is coming from is what I cannot explain. You found the lady you want to date. You found the woman now. Okay, excuse me, dear. Please, kindly look for a mentor. Both of you should submit to somebody who is married already, because I want to believe that you are dating because you want to get married and not because what people are dating and you want to go and do on social media. Find somebody, submit your relationship. Let them, when the push comes to shove, tell them that this is what's going. Be vulnerable, be open and unashamed. That is how help comes to you. You're not trying to form something. These people have been there, they've done that. So you're not trying to form something. You're trying, Bali. Don't do that. Be open, submit to them, and be obedient. This mentorship is key. Mentorship, don't get to the point where your mentors are even tired. They're like, now me they mentor this person, and this person they mentor me. Don't do it. Now you should understand that mentors are humans. And if parents can have favorite kids, even amongst the children that they claim they love so much, how much more your mentors? If they don't have favorites, then they're not humans. So your job is not for you to start competition or strive to. You are losing focus. Don't do that. See, people will always pour out to you. It doesn't matter whether you're the favorite or not, as long as you are available. So all you have to be is available and actively follow. The rest will fall in place. Whether your mentor likes you or they don't really like you, That's okay. It's fine. As long as you are in close proximity where you are learning, you are in a place where your learning is not being distorted, follow through. Yesterday, I almost gave up on YouTube because for some reason, I knew there were things called copyright claim. I had heard about it from Lydia Stanley, and she had even suggested we use a particular site, epidemic.com. I think that's what epidemic sounds, something like that. And I followed her on this matter, but I omitted the part where she said she had paid about $15 or thereabout to subscribe to this place, and that's why she could be able to use their songs. But it turned out that yes, they allowed me use their song and everything, but they were claiming copyright on my YouTube channel. Why? I thought they said it was free, and the songs they gave me were free trials, so I do not need to pay for those ones. But now they're claiming copyright on the songs that I downloaded. So it did not make sense to me at that point. When I found out what was happening, was when I uploaded my video, the one that says betting purpose. Yeah, so I uploaded the betting purpose video, and I went to my YouTube creator studio to check. I noticed that there was something called restrictions, and beside it was written copyright claim. I was like, what's going on? Then I clicked on it and I was like, okay, let me find out the details. And they were saying things like I cannot monetize those videos, this one, that one. And I was like, why? What's going on? What's happening? And it was, you know how the previous night I had actually not been able to sleep for a while because I've been trying to meet up, with posting schedules and all, and still like have to live my normal everyday life and do the jobs, and still like add this one to it. So I had lost sleep the previous night before, and I was able to achieve finally to post the video that day. And then they were telling me copyright claim, and then they were now telling me that I could not see like the options to resolve the matter on my mobile phone because one thing. So apparently what they were trying to tell me to do was to go and look for a laptop. I don't have a camera. I use my phone to record, to shoot. I use my phone to edit. I use my phone to do a lot of things. So every single thing you see I have created is done by my mobile phone. I don't have a laptop yet. I'll get one soon in Jesus' name. But the point is, I was beginning to freak out. If no man as a Nigerian, mental breakdown used to work in this country because there are plenty things that would pop up in your head that will make you cruise away the whole thought. But point is, I was stressed for the amount of hours that lasted. I had to call a friend who has a laptop. I had to go to their office. I had to go do stuff. It was not easy at all, and I did not find it funny. Long story short, I was able to resolve it yesterday. But now the funny thing is that some of them, I now realize that, that was not the only video that I had the copyright claims were on. And there was like one other video like that, and I didn't know. And that is why if you're a YouTube content creator and you don't have the YouTube Studio app, don't do it to yourself. Go now and download it. This is not even an ad for YouTube. This is I want to help you matter right now. Don't do YouTube content creation without having the appropriate tools. That app is very important for you right now because you will need it. You need it to see details of what you are doing, what's going on with your page, your insights, analytics. You need to see what your audience have, like what your audience like, and the kind of contents they gravitate towards. Although that can also not be trusted, especially with what content your audience like. It can only be reliable when you have about let's say 1,000 well, not really 1,000, well, let's say from like 500 subscribers, or let's just say 1,000 subscribers, because you will have different people on your channels at different points, and of course that is when you'll be able to truly ascertain. If you have like, let's say, a little over 100 subscribers. Some of them can just be that they did not see, they did not turn on notification bell, so, or they don't even know that you post regularly, especially when you're new to this thing. But if you have like over like 1,000, then these ones are your customers. And they know, like they know when you've posted something, at least, even if not everybody turned on notification bell, a good number. And then even when they come up on YouTube will show them your video. So that is when that can be reliable. But when you're starting up, that might not really work. Like you really do not have to rely on that to know what your people like. But it's also important to have the app, at least to be sure what you are doing, to be sure what's happening, the activity happening on your page. Count your progress, get to know what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, and what to improve upon, basically. And of course, if you're a content creator and you can get a laptop, please do, because up until now YouTube has not been able to make this whole thing easier for people who use mobile phones only. So it's like a whole lot of hassle trying to solve issues with your, in fact you can't, that a lot of issues you can't solve on YouTube with your mobile phone. You have to go use a laptop. Please do get one, or at least be in proximity with somebody, or any access to any device, to any laptop at all. Always check for new trends. By new trends I mean what is applicable to other YouTubers around, especially your niche, especially people around your niche. What are they doing to get their numbers up? And follow through. See, there's no shame in copying, in this life. I know in Africa and they're also like religiously, where in exams you're not supposed to copy and stuff, and that has made you want to be overly independent. Okay, scratch that. This is not exam, this is the real world. You will need to copy well. Copyright, are you hearing me? Like, copy. Oh, hey God, I don't you don't need me to shout now, shade, for you to hear this one. Copy well. In fact, if you even need to even tell people that this is who you copy, in fact you don't need to tell anybody, but just in case your mind is telling you, tell them. Don't be unashamed in saying, oh, this is who I'm following. Like on here, I'm not sure there's any of my videos that you've watched that I did not mention Lydia. I'm not sure. And I'm unashamed about it. Like, I'm unashamed that this is who I'm following, this is who I'm looking up to. Because what am I forming? I'm not there yet. I want to be a beauty influencer. I'm not there yet. She's influencing for companies. She's doing all of that stuff. Honestly, see what this person is doing. And it's not just for makeup. Whatever niche. I'm talking to people who are using YouTube for business. Whatever niche that you want to, find somebody and copyright from the person. Copy well. You get to be updated with the things they're doing and follow through. Who knows? Something might just come through for you. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, I promise you. It's not like I'm wishing you any. Please get the point. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. Please learn to forgive yourself in advance. You will need it. Because you're trying to learn something entirely new. Or let's just say maybe it's not entirely new to you, but you're in a whole new niche. Or let's say see, content creation on Instagram is not the same as content creation on YouTube. Let's all be guided. It's not the same. And there are different rules of these games. So you will definitely make mistakes, I assure you. Forgive yourself in advance. Because if you don't, your mental health will be at stake. So do what you can. Learn all you can learn. Gather the knowledge you can gather. But also make room for shalaye. Make room for issues that will come up. Make room for all of that. And tell yourself that you are learning and you are improving. No matter what you're trying to do, please get someone to guide you and direct you. It will save you a lot of stress in the long run. It will save you a lot of adino, and like, I really learned my lesson in a bad way, especially with this copyright thingy. I know I was trying to follow, you know, the instruction on you can use so sites, but what I did not follow through with her instruction was the fact that she subscribed. You get? And then on this space, if you really want to grow, be comfortable with paying for stuff. Pay for whatever it is, pay subscriptions, pay for knowledge, just anything that you notice that YouTube is bringing that can make your life easier, but you have to pay. Please pay. Pay. It will not kill you, just pay. Because all of those stress that you're going through, the smart ones are using that to scale up, and the numbers, and they are making quite a lot of money. So instead of like trying to figure out this whole thing out on your own and suffering in the long run, I think it's just best for you to make things easier for yourself. Anything at all that you can do to make life easier for you on this space, please do it. This video was spontaneous. Like, it wasn't what I wanted to shoot now. It was just that I was really pissed about the stuff that I was going through, and I felt like maybe if I had listened well, or maybe if I had, that kind of thing that you want to beat yourself up. I was like, there's no point crying over spilled milk. Kuma just, put it out there, just so that somebody else does not make the same mistake you make. Whatever thing to make each other, succeed on this app, let's all do it. I have people I'm following, and I know that there are people here who will stumble on this page, on this particular video, and be inspired to create content on YouTube to make it, a part of their extra sources of income. Whatever it is for you, just find somebody, hold on to that person. Not just 1, 2, 3, whoever it is. But another thing you don't want to do is to be a replica of somebody. You don't want to be a copy. Take whatever you want to take, or you need to take from a particular influencer, and that's it. Don't go copying their voice, copying their style, or I don't know, maybe you want to do just makeup tutorials, and they're doing get ready with me, and you think that get ready with me will work. No, do you. Do what works for you, do what makes you happy. Or they're doing get ready with me, and what you're good with is tutorials. Just stick with what they are different in. Under this beauty, there are different things. It could be, it must not be makeup, it could be dress, clothes, and just fashion. Basically, just pick what works for you, stick with it while you find somebody who is in the same line with you, and then stick with them, get to see what they're doing new, get to know the mistakes they made, if they're vulnerable enough, or if they're transparent enough, get to see what they didn't do right. I follow Lydia Stanley, I follow Laefa, and these two ladies, they do not use phones, they use cameras to video, and they use laptops. They have all the gadgets going on. In fact, recently they had shown on their YouTube pages their setup, the lights, the cameras, the laptops, and all. They not just start and became like that. They started from somewhere. One of them started with camera, the other one started with the phone. But either ways, they started and they built on this thing and they grew. I am currently starting with a phone, and I'm not even sure. The way I'm very comfortable with phones, I might have to get other gadgets before I even get a camera. But the point is that I get this content out there. I get to be in your faces, and you get to watch. That's the point. Do you understand? Start with what works for you. Start with what you have right now. I saw a post that says if you go about looking for a Nike shoe so that you can run, nobody will give it to you. But if you start running, someone will come up one day and offer you a Nike shoe. Do you understand? Start. Wherever you are, start. Don't beat yourself about the things you have right now or the things you don't have. Start. Do something. Improve. Get better with time. And who knows? You may be projecting to have a 1 year, 2 year target or plan, but in the long run, it turns out that with God's mercy, you are beating and surmounting. It's like you're not even halfway into the time you give yourself, but you're already making tremendous progress. You're already, because this thing is that whatever your hands trying to do, do it diligently, and then God will bless the works of your hand. He will bless your efforts. That's the advantage we have on this side of the world, on this side of eternity, having to live with the consciousness that you are in the God class. You have God, you have God elements in you, and that is the power, the ability to be fruitful and multiply. And it doesn't have to be a struggle or a hustle like other people are doing it. There's the element of grace in this thing, and you are conscious about the fact that your Father loves you, that God loves you, and whatever you put your hands to do will prosper. You are the seed of Abraham, so you have the life of God. You have the DNA of prosperity. So it doesn't matter what is you're thinking, the little efforts you're making, as long as you're making them diligently and you are putting these works out there, God will breathe on it. The life of God will flow through it, and through these things that you are doing and making an impact in the world, one video at a time. You don't know, like, you have no idea. It's very easy. It's like this, with a snap of a finger, and you are up there. Just do you. Be as consistent as you can be there, show up, and you see. The wind is blowing currently in my direction. I'm saying this in parables because I really know, I know that I'll have to come back and give a testimony. The wind is blowing in my direction currently, and it might want to shake my consistency on here, availability of videos and all. But I'll try. Against all odds, I'll do what I have to do and come out, show up, be there, but this is me saying that in my videos there are times when videos will come up 3 times a week. There'll be times when videos will come up once a week, but there'll be times when maybe in 2 weeks. God, please don't let that time come. Jesus, please, I'm still me and you are still having this conversation. But yet the wind is blowing in my direction right now, and I am wading like with God's spirit. I'm worrying, and I know it's going to be stable very soon, because this is what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about this space, sending a message on here, and teaching my craft to as much people that want to learn in my way, which is easy way. It's easy way. My way could be hard for some other persons, could be way too basic. Doesn't matter, but I have my own clan, I have my own community right here, and I know that God has sent me to you guys in different times. So this is my promise of commitment. I'm trying to be consistent.